You guys want a quick little drama dump? A little bit of drama here. So before I even go over this, let me say this, okay? Just really quickly. I am totally cool with criticism. All right? Yeah, drama. Okay, I'm cool with criticism. I am. All right? If you hit me up, even if you're a little heated about it, I'll hear you out. I'll listen. I'll see what you're talking about. Maybe there's a take I had that was just, it went too far, or I crossed the line or whatever. It's cool. It happens, whatever. I'm not going to necessarily just sit back and just, sit on my high horse and just say I'm right about everything and I'm always right no matter what. I mean, most of the time I am, but I'm not going to do that in this, every single situation. If you hit me with some good pointers. But what you do not do is this. What is this? Now, I don't know if you kept up with anything. I just posted this today because it was such a weird interaction. But this is actually someone who's direct connection with Lonnie Walker. If you're wondering, before I even read through this, it's this dude. And the reason why I'm putting this out there because it was so out of line, absolutely ridiculous. And yeah, it was he tried to threaten me. This is the guy. Friends with Lonnie Walker, either friends with Lonnie Walker or family with, I have no idea. As you guys know, I've criticized Lonnie Walker plenty of times in the past. I've also praised him plenty of times in the past. And recently, when he had the, I think 14 points and a quarter, I said on a video that I don't think that it's going to be long lived. And I think it's going to, he's going to be inconsistent again, which he did. He ended up being inconsistent again. Don't hate Lonnie Walker at all. I do like Lonnie Walker, but I was being honest in that. Now, this gentleman, this guy right here, this dude, yeah, you, he sent me a message, and I usually wouldn't put this out there, but it was so out of line till I got to share it. So this is what he sent me. And then after all this, by the way, just keep in the back of your mind that he blocked me after all this. So he starts off with, "You have nothing good to say about people. Why do you talk so much ish? Paige says Black Lives Matter, but you always downplaying another black man." First off, obviously, I don't think I have to address the fact that supporting Black Lives Matter, which is against police brutality, does not mean that you can't critique an NBA player's game. That no connection there, whatever. Okay. And at the time I had no idea who this was. So I said, I'm a little lost. What's the problem? Like, I'm ignoring all this because sometimes people start off really hostile, really angry. And as time goes on, they chill out. Right. But the next one is you read it yourself. Your BA, be talking crazy. Don't talk no facts. Just down talk other black men. P, don't like how I talk. I'm in San Antonio. Just complete escalation. What are you talking about? And I'm like, are you okay? Like, what? And then he goes on and says, I'm good. I don't like the way you down talk black men. Just constantly. First off, hiding behind the smoke of BLM is really gross, really disgusting to do that. And he continuously does that throughout this conversation. No, it's not even a conversation. It's just him like losing it. Black man, you such a B, bro. I have no idea who this is. Okay. Would you like to meet? No idea what he's talking about. He sends me a video call. Obviously I'm like, no, I'm like at work. Like, it's the middle of the day. I'm like, I can't just like pick up the phone and video call you, stranger. And I said, I'm a decline, but thanks. Right. And then he goes on and he says, you just talk to talk, watch your N-word, watch how you talk about people, family or friends. I'm like, what? The ish soft, then don't want to stand on 10 toes about it. And I'm still confused. Who are you talking about? And then he says, just watch how you talk about people. Black Lives Matter, right? And uplift another black. I absolutely ridiculous. Once again, who are you talking about? Whose family? Are you all right? Talk about people, family or friends. I'm good. You just got me mad as F. Black Lives Matter, right? It's like, bro, you hyping yourself up. I'm not. I'm not here to hype you up. How am I making you angry? I'm just asking, what are you talking about? I have no idea at this point. Moving on. I said, I think you're hyping yourself up, man. I only asked what and who you're talking about. And he said, you down talk a bunch of black men and I don't like it. It's like, I don't know who the bunch of I have no idea what you're talking about. There's plenty of players I like, plenty of players I don't like. I don't know what you mean. But anyways, he said, you hide and talk ish. Who am I hiding from? You went into my DMs, called me out of my name, and then told me to meet up. No idea what you're talking about. And I said, obviously, what I just said like a few minutes ago. BLM is a movement against police brutality. Also, who? What did I say that you have contention with? And then he says, you don't even want to meet up like men to talk out a problem. What? Murray burner account. No, this is it's this dude. Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. It's this dude. Friends with a friend of Lonnie Walker or something. They're both from Reading, Pennsylvania. I no idea. I didn't know at the time though. Let's see. That's soft-ish. Have a good day. Watch how you talk about people, cause you can see you hide behind a computer and feel safe. You ever want to talk? I'm in San Antonio. We can meet at a bar, restaurant, don't matter. FaceTime me. Who are you? You know what I mean? Like the whole time I'm just asking, like, who are you? And then it ends with, I just straight up said, you reached out to me. I am of no obligation to talk with you in person, on the phone, FaceTime, snail mail, the pigeon. There's no, I don't have to talk to you. I'm just asking, why are you so upset? That's all I'm asking. And I said, I just want to know whose family have I talked about? What are you talking about? And he said, you will be, I see you around. With that being said, we don't have to text anymore. And then he put this little thing, and I just said, weirdo. And then after that, he blocked me. This was all an attempt to like threaten me. Very strange behavior. Very lame. Ain't no way. Yeah, ain't no way. It's very weird. And I sit back and I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to assume, okay, I'm just going to assume this isn't an extension of like Lonnie Walker's thoughts. I don't know. I do know for a fact that like former Spurs players and Spurs players have seen my stuff before. I do know that, right? Like even with the Derek White thing, we know that Derek White's dad, saw a couple videos. He definitely saw the song to Derek White, and Derek White's seen it as well. So they've seen me around. So I don't know if Lonnie Walker had contention with it. I have no idea. I'm assuming that he's just he's more so focused on his game. He's not like focused on what someone on the internet saying right now. I'm assuming. I hope so. But dude, look, there's a few ways I can look at this. You can look at this in a lens of, okay, Lonnie Walker did go through a lot. We know this, okay? Being Spurs fans, all of us here, we know that Lonnie Walker went through a lot. All right. We know that, his mental health at times wasn't the best. He's talked about this himself. And we know that, throughout the years, him being in the NBA, it's been pretty tough for him. So maybe this is why this guy is so defensive. But even yet and still, I'm not responsible over your or Lonnie Walker's mental health. I did not go on any video and talk about Lonnie Walker personally. I did not talk about his family personally. I'm not responsible over you guys. I'm not. All I do is I just call it how I see it. Ruru says, what is the Black Lives Matter angle? Like he was all over the place and wouldn't even express what he was talking about. That's what I'm saying. And the whole, like, you're hiding behind the people. You're hiding by not telling me who you're friends with. You knew that you shouldn't say that. You knew you shouldn't have done that. But that's the funny thing. You hiding behind the cloak of BLM, which is really gross. That's really disgusting. BLM doesn't mean you can't criticize someone who happened to be black. That's absolutely insane. That's so stupid. Makes no sense whatsoever. Let me not talk about Kanye. It's stupid. and it wasn't even talking about Lonnie Walker on a personal basis. I'm gonna keep doing it. Like this did nothing. I was actually like, and that's the thing. Like a lot of times with stuff like this, when people start off super hostile like that, it's not always like just terrible. Like sometimes you talk to them and it chills out, it relaxes or whatever. and like they hear you out and blah blah blah, right? But that was not the case. This is all he wanted. I mean, you don't start off a conversation saying you talking all that ish. You would be video call. Wow, you didn't even pick up. You scared. Well, I don't know you. Who are you? Are you positive this connected to Lonnie? Yeah. Yeah, that's why he's so defensive. I mean, unless he's like friends with Lonnie Walker, but then upset about something I said about another play. I have no idea. But yeah, he's friends with Lonnie Walker. There's another picture as well with him and Lonnie, but I don't want to include it because it had, I think this guy's family or some people in his family. But yeah, he's connected to Lonnie Walker. I'm not 110% sure if they're like friends or if they're related. I will say this, it looks as if, I mean, just from the outside looking at it, it looks as if Lonnie Walker really hooked him up. So they're really close. So I think that's why he was so upset. But it was like, dude, I'm not responsible over like you and Lonnie's mental state. I don't know. You gotta chill. This could have been an actual like decent conversation. If it was something that I actually said that was harmful, I will address it. That's cool. It's just stupid. Thought Lonnie kicked it with smart people. I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I just know this is completely out of line. This is really lame. And, you know, anybody that watched his channel, you know, it's really funny that he said meet in San Antonio. That's pretty funny. But when he said that, I knew that he wasn't a like normal viewer. He's also, you say if he's connected to Lonnie, Lonnie also follows him. So that was another thing too. So when I posted this, I didn't know. I posted this and then I ended up getting all this information. Like someone, I don't want to like just say their name, but someone sent me a message. Or I actually sent them a message. They left a comment, I sent them a message, and then I got all this info and I'm like, oh, okay. But yeah, he's followed by Keldon Johnson too. So he is connection. He also got like pictures of like with him with like Draymond, picture him with some other people too that I'm assuming that he got to meet through Lonnie. But yeah, I don't know. Just wanted to throw this out there. It was very irritating, unnecessary, and yeah, anybody that does this, I don't like you. You create content. You aren't the only one talking about Lonnie, so that's just weird. He mad you called him inconsistent and didn't go ape-ish about his performance. Yeah, it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, he is inconsistent. And I think the only other thing, because I thought about it and I was like, okay, what else did I say? Like, nothing I said will warrant this no matter what, okay? I would have had to really, like, do something crazy to warrant all this hate. But I thought about it and I was like, well, the only other thing I said about Lonnie was after he has really big performances, he usually, like, when he talks to media, he really, like, kind of hypes himself up. Which is true. He does do that. You know? I mean, that's the only thing I can think. Like, was that the problem? That's what you had a problem with? That's kind of a weak thing to have a problem with. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. The whole thing, you're a B, you're this, you're that. That stuff usually, it doesn't affect me because I don't know the person, right? So it doesn't like hurt my feelings. It's just like I ignore the look, when you know who you are, you don't really have to worry about like when someone calls you something. I know who I am. I know what I am. I'm none of those things. So that didn't bother me. What does bother me though is when you like completely ignore the argument or you completely ignore what you have a problem with. That it irritates me. Okay, it's a minor inconvenience. It irritates me. But yeah, I don't know. Just wanted to bring it up.